Welcome, graceful souls, to Grace Over 50, where style is not just about what we wear, but how we feel in our own skin at every age. Today, we're talking about something that might seem simple on the surface, but can change the way you see yourself in the mirror: wide leg pants. Yes, that elegant, flowing silhouette that promises comfort, but sometimes betrays us by making us look shorter, heavier, or older than we feel inside. If you've ever looked at yourself and thought, "Why don't I look as tall or put together as I hoped?" This video might just give you the clarity and the confidence you've been missing. Because the truth is, it's not your body that's the problem. It's not your age, it's not your weight. It's the way the pants are designed, the way they fall, the way they meet your shoes, and how they partner with your tops. And when you get those things right, something magical happens. So stay with me. Because by the end of this video, you'll not only know how to wear wide leg pants beautifully, you'll feel like they were made for you. Let's begin this style journey together. Let's be honest, our bodies are not the same as they were at 30. And you know what? That's not a flaw. It's a masterpiece of experience, of life, of real womanhood. But fashion hasn't always caught up to that truth. Most of the advice out there still assumes we have the same proportions, the same energy, and the same lifestyle we had decades ago. And when it comes to wide leg pants, the misunderstandings are everywhere. Maybe you've been told that wide leg pants aren't for petite women. Maybe someone said they add volume and make you look heavier. Maybe you even tried a pair, looked in the mirror, and felt a little disheartened, but you couldn't quite explain why. That quiet disappointment, you're not alone. I've seen it in the eyes of hundreds of women I've styled. Strong, wise, beautiful women who were told their changing bodies had to settle. That elegance was for someone else. Let's pause right there, because that belief, that subtle resignation, is the real problem. You see, it's not the wide leg pants that are aging you. It's the wrong rise, the wrong length, the wrong fabric, and most of all, the wrong belief that your best style days are behind you. The truth is, our bodies at this stage in life need something different. Not less stylish, just more thoughtfully designed. Our waists may have softened. Our posture may have shifted. Our height may be a little less, but our sense of self, that can be more powerful than ever if our clothes reflect who we are now. What's heartbreaking is how many women don't even realize they're working against themselves. They blame the mirror. They blame their age. But in reality, they've just never been taught how to dress a grown, graceful, evolving body. This is why so many women struggle with wide leg pants. They try a pair that's too low-rise, too short, or made with a clingy, limp fabric that emphasizes all the wrong things. And then they swear off the style entirely, not realizing that just a few small adjustments could completely transform the way they look and feel. Let me be clear, wide leg pants are not the enemy. In fact, when styled correctly, they're one of the most flattering, freeing, and elegant pieces a woman over 50 can wear. So before we go any further, I want you to do something important. Let go of any shame you felt in the dressing room. Let go of the belief that style has passed you by, and let go of the rules that were never made for women like us in the first place. Because the journey we're about to take, the styling shifts, the visual tricks, the timeless principles, is about much more than pants. It's about reclaiming your reflection. It's about honoring who you are today. And it's about remembering that the most beautiful thing you can wear is confidence, shaped by knowledge and guided by grace. Now, let's uncover the 3 most common mistakes that are quietly aging you and how to fix them with ease and elegance. Are you ready? Let's begin. Let's begin with something simple but powerful. Style isn't about age. It's not even about trends. It's about knowing how to work with the body you have right now and honoring the beauty that's still with you, not the girl you once were. Wide leg pants can be stunning. They can create length, flow, elegance. But worn the wrong way, they can just as easily age you, add weight, and make you feel out of proportion and out of place. After years of working with women over 50, I've noticed the same 3 mistakes again and again, mistakes that most women don't even realize they're making. Today, we're going to gently fix them. Let's walk through each one together. The first mistake is so common you may not have even questioned it. It's wearing pants with the wrong rise. Most wide leg pants out there are either low rise or mid rise. And for women in our 20s or 30s, those can work. But for us, that cut can be devastating. It shortens the leg line. It widens the middle, and it makes everything feel heavier. A low-rise pant cuts across the lower stomach, right where many of us carry weight. Instead of lengthening your frame, it breaks you up. Your torso looks long, your legs look short, and your waist disappears. But when you shift to high-rise wide-leg pants, something changes. You create a clean, vertical line from waist to floor. Your legs look longer. Your waist looks smaller. Your silhouette looks more elegant, more defined, more alive. That's because high-rise pants sit at your natural waist, the smallest part of your torso, usually about an inch above your belly button. This is the place your body naturally curves in, and when your pants start there, it creates a visual illusion that your legs begin higher and go on longer. It's not magic, but it feels like it. Here's something to try. Next time you're trying on pants, stand sideways in the mirror. If the waistband hugs your body in a smooth, even line, no gaps, no puffing, then you've found your perfect rise. Let's move on to the second mistake. And this one breaks my heart because it's such an easy fix, but it can make the difference between looking statuesque and looking stunted. It's the length of your pants. When wide leg pants stop right at the ankle bone, they do something subtle but damaging. They interrupt the line of your leg. Your eye stops. The silhouette stops. The grace stops. But when the pants fall just a bit longer, brushing the top of your shoe or almost grazing the floor, suddenly you're in motion again. The eye flows, the body elongates. The look transforms. If you're petite, this might mean hemming your pants slightly or choosing brands that offer petite lengths. If you're taller, you can afford a little extra break in the fabric, as long as it doesn't puddle or lose its shape. Key here is intention. When pants are too short, they make you look shorter. When they're just long enough, they make you look elevated. Try on your pants with the shoes you plan to wear most often. Your heel height matters. A slight shift can add 2 visual inches to your frame. Now for the third mistake. In this one, it's all about fabric. You can have the perfect cut, the perfect rise, the perfect length, but if the fabric is wrong, it all falls apart. Too thin and the pants cling. They reveal, they sag, they look cheap. Too thick and they stand away from your body. They stiffen, they add bulk in places you don't want it. What you want is something in between. Medium weight fabrics with structure but also flow. Look for pont knits, high quality cotton blends, or refined wool blends. These fabrics hold their shape, they drape without dragging, and they move with your body, not against it. Here's a little trick I tell my clients. Hold the fabric up to the light. If you can see through it, it's probably too thin. If it doesn't bend when you hold it, it's probably too stiff. You want fabric that feels substantial but fluid, supportive but graceful. When all 3 of these elements come together, the right rise, the right length, and the right fabric, the change isn't just physical. It's emotional. You stand taller. You walk differently. You feel like yourself again, you see. Wide leg pants aren't just a trend. They're a statement. A quiet, confident whisper that says, I know who I am, and I dress like it. So before you give up on this beautiful style, take a moment to ask yourself, have you really tried the right pair yet? Because when you do, everything changes. And in just a moment, I'm going to share a real story of one woman, one fitting room, and one pair of pants that made her cry in the best possible way. Stay with me. The transformation is just beginning. Sometimes it's not about the clothes. It's about what happens the moment we finally see ourselves clearly. I remember Margaret. She was 52, full of life, but she didn't feel it anymore when she looked in the mirror. She'd spent the past decade dressing in what others told her was casual and age-appropriate. Loose pants, mid-rise cuts, soft fabrics that did nothing for her shape. She told me quietly, I just don't feel like myself in anything anymore. It started simple. A pair of high-rise wide-leg pants and a structured knit in a deep navy that brought out the richness of her eyes. A soft fitted blouse tucked gently at the waist. A small heel, and then something happened. She turned to the mirror slowly and froze. Her hand touched her waist. Her shoulders drew back, her eyes filled with tears. She whispered, I haven't seen this version of myself in years. That's the power of the right clothing. It doesn't just change how you look. It restores how you feel. Another woman, Linda, came to me at 62. She was intelligent, accomplished, a corporate consultant who had spent years blending in at the office in neutral pantsuits and flat shoes. She wasn't trying to disappear, but somewhere along the way she had. When we reworked her wardrobe, we started with wide-leg trousers in a refined charcoal gray. We paired them with a cream blouse, a fitted blazer that hit just above the hip, and a pair of soft leather heels. The next week she called me. She said, I walked into a meeting today and people stood a little straighter. They looked at me differently, and it's not just the clothes, it's how I walked in them. I felt grounded, I felt polished, I felt powerful again. Clothes don't define us, but they can awaken parts of us that have been sleeping. And sometimes that awakening is gentle. Susan was 65, a retired school teacher who had stopped investing in her wardrobe entirely. She'd gotten used to stretchy pants, oversized sweaters, and comfort-first dressing. And she truly believed, that fashion had nothing to offer her anymore. But I saw something else. I saw someone who was still radiant, just hidden under years of habit. We chose a pair of softly draped, high-waisted wide-leg pants in a muted camel tone. A warm blush blouse that lifted her complexion. Pointed toe flats with a slight shimmer. Nothing loud, nothing trendy, just thoughtful elegance. The moment she stepped out of the fitting room, her entire energy shifted. She smiled at her reflection like she was greeting an old friend. She laughed, really laughed, and said, I feel like I matter again. Not because of the pants, but because the pants allowed her to see herself with new eyes. These stories aren't rare. They happen every day in dressing rooms, in bedrooms, in quiet moments when a woman finally rediscovers how beautiful she's always been. And you don't need a stylist to experience that. You just need knowledge. You need permission, not from anyone else but from yourself, to let go of what no longer works. To trust that what fits your body today can also fit your spirit. Wide leg pants, styled with intention, are more than clothing. They're a reminder that beauty doesn't fade, it simply evolves. You deserve to feel elegant. You deserve to feel noticed. And most of all, you deserve to feel like the best version of yourself isn't behind you, she's still here, waiting. Let her come forward. Because the next time you stand in front of your mirror, you may just see a woman who looks taller, more graceful, and completely, unapologetically alive. And that reflection is yours to claim. Take a quiet breath. After everything we've uncovered together, the little adjustments in rise, length, and fabric, the subtle shifts in how we see ourselves in the mirror, and the reminder that elegance was never behind us, only waiting to be invited back, I hope you're seeing more than just a pair of pants. I hope you're seeing a new possibility. Because wide leg pants, when chosen with intention, don't just flatter the body. They uplift the spirit. They elongate more than your legs, they stretch your confidence, your poise, your quiet presence. And for many of us, they restore something that we didn't even realize we had let go of. A sense of beauty, a sense of ownership, a sense of joy in how we move through the world. But this isn't just about wide leg pants. It's about everything they represent. A graceful return to dressing in a way that reflects who you truly are, not who the world told you to become. It's about no longer shrinking yourself to fit into styles that were never made for your stage of life, and no longer apologizing for wanting to feel beautiful. Still, again, always, you see, style after 50 isn't about recapturing your youth. It's about celebrating your womanhood now, with every line on your face, with every inch of wisdom, with every story your body has carried. And when your clothes reflect that truth, that deep, quiet strength, the whole world sees you differently. But more importantly, you see you differently. So the next time you walk into your closet, I want you to remember this. You are not dressing to impress. You are dressing to express, to affirm, to delight, to honor the woman you've become. Whether that means a beautifully cut pant, a top that hugs you just right, or a simple pair of shoes that help you stand a little taller, you deserve it. Not someday, not if you lose weight, not when the event feels important enough. But now, today, because the way you feel in your clothes is not a luxury, it's a form of self-respect. So I invite you to begin. Start with one outfit, one look that makes you feel seen. Start there and keep going. And as you do, I hope Grace over 50 continues to walk beside you, reminding you that elegance doesn't expire, beauty doesn't vanish, and confidence, it only grows deeper with time. Before we go, I'd love to hear from you. What part of today's journey resonated with you most? Was it the rise, the fabric, the reminder that you still matter? Let me know in the comments. I read every single one, and I hold space for every woman who shares her story here. If this video stirred something inside you, consider subscribing. Not for me, but for you, so you'll never forget the truth that style is still yours to claim. Next week, I'll be sharing 5 colors that instantly rejuvenate your wardrobe and reveal the common color habits that may be aging you without you even knowing it. Until then, stand tall, dress with joy, and remember, age is just a number, but grace is forever.